I was thinking last night, Letterman, no longer on TV.
I know, I miss Dave Letterman.
The new guy, Colbert, is doing a great job, but David Letterman, boy, oh boy, he invented so many of the conventions that are, things that are now conventions of late-night TV.
Yeah. Stupid dog tricks. Remember that? Top 10 list.
And you know what? It wasn't just Dave. It was Paul Schaefer. And also Big Red, the announcer, the guy who actually not only introduced Dave, but, well, had fun with Dave night after night. Here's a little bit of a guy named Alan Kalter.
Wow.
He was like the Don Pardo of CBS. Is that fair to say?
Wouldn't it be great if, like, he did something for us on Good Day New York?
You know what? Because I hear he's, you know, look, he doesn't have to stay up late with Dave anymore. Huh. That would be something. I wonder what it might sound like.
From New York, the greatest city in the world, it's Good Day New York with Greg Kelly and Rosanna Scotto.
Oh, my gosh.
And now, with their last 47 minutes of the hour, Greg and Rosanna.
Oh, my goodness.
Kalter, that was awesome. Well, now that you've introduced us, let's introduce you again. Come on over here, Alan. You're fantastic.
And here's Alan Kalter.
Thank you so much,
Hey,
pal.
Greg,
Great to
what a
meet you.
pleasure.
Oh, big fan.
What a pleasure.
Nice
Big fan of yours, too.
So, meanwhile, you've done voiceover work. I mean, not just work with Dave, but you've done so many voiceovers.
I've done a lot of commercials over the years.
Give us some of the commercials that you've been involved with.
You know, I've put 4 airlines on the ground already. I've done a whole bunch of them, from hemorrhoid products to hair products to cars. Just too many to mention.
I actually heard that you even announced at some point the 10 o'clock news right here on Fox5.
I did, a long time ago.
Did you do, it's 10 o'clock, do you know where your children are? Is that what you did?
I might have. It's way in the past.
You speak in the microphone all the time. They press play and record. That stuff is all over the place. But you know what? I think it's fair to say the height of your career, the relationship with Dave Letterman, I mean, am I okay in saying that?
It was great.
How long? 20 years?
Boss, 20 years exactly. Went off the end of May, and I never had a nicer time or more fun time in my whole life. Every single day, if you can imagine, 4:30 to 5:30, I was laughing. No matter what else happened in your life, you're laughing once a day. And it was, and I was doing things that as a 10-year-old my mother wouldn't let me do. So
like?
I had oh my God, I was taking off my clothes, I was singing with my twin, I was knocking Dave off his pedestal, I was doing everything that I could possibly do that these writers could imagine for me. It was a lot of fun.
For 20 years now, what's it like? Now, so far, your daily routine has been disrupted at the least. What has this past month been like for you?
These past months have been great for me, actually. I'm mulling things over. I get a lot of calls. I'm thinking of what to do. This looks like a good seat for the, for the next 20 years.
I think
you know, I fit. I fit.
And
hey,
like
easy there, Alan. It's taken for the time being.
No, I like the way he announced us. I mean, it felt grander with Alan's voice.
Well, you can also do comedy. Alan, here's a highlight from your storied career. Take a look.
Thank you.
The celebrity interview. Alan, take it away.
You did it to me again.
What?
You did it to me again.
Huh? What?
You must think this is hilarious. I failed to see the humor, Dave.
Okay, but let me interrupt you there. I don't know what you're talking about exactly.
I don't know what you're talking about exactly.
Now, wait a minute. I'm right here.
Here, let me introduce him to you. Mr. Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, great. Great.
That was a great bit. The rivalry seemed genuine there for a second.
It was. No, it wasn't. It was great. And you were absolutely right. Paul was a genius. He was wonderful to work with. The band was great. Pat Farmer and Biff were great. I still talk to him today. It was just a wonderful time every single day. And I imagine you have that same time here.
We do. You know what? We come here, and whatever problems we have, and Lord knows we got many, we come here, and for 3 hours we forget our problems, and we do laugh.
You guys are great on the air. You're
Thanks,
just fantastic every day. You take New York where it should be, and you bring us the highs and lows, and you do it in the right way.
Thank you.
Thanks, pal.
Hey, by the way, I saw pictures of David Letterman. He's got like the biggest beard ever. Have you seen him lately?
That's the real Dave.
That's
the real Dave, the guy who wants to get into his sneakers and his white socks and put the hat on backwards and grow the beard and just be himself.
He was good and ready to, you know, move on.
Well, supposedly he was ready to move on. You give him about a year, maybe he'll be back. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
So you weren't ready to move on, were you?
Oh, I'm never ready to move on. I'm just loving life. I'm loving whatever I do. It's
How
just
did you
great.
get into broadcasting?
Radio, from radio. I was radio here in New York, WHN Radio, and then after that I did commercials. I did real people commercials, and then I did game shows. I was the announcer for a number of game shows as long as they were in the New York area, raising a family here, and then finally into Dave.
Did you do the voiceover for To Tell the Truth?
Yes, I did.
Ba, 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 ba. Remember that the little
Who
theme song?
is the real
Joe Schmo.
Joe Schmo?
That's so funny.
But I got to tell you, I know I'm here for a very important
Yes, we
reason.
want to talk about this because
For
you got
the-
a big UCP event coming
Yes,
up.
for the last 15 years I've been associated with the United Cerebral Palsy of New York City, and they do such a wonderful job, and they are the lifeline to, right now, 14,000 people with disabilities, debilitating disabilities here in New York. They train families, they train people to train families to deal with people who have disabilities, and without that little bit of extra cash that comes in from New York City residents who know how important it is to deal with the children and the families of so not only cerebral palsy people, but anybody with disabilities in New York. We wouldn't get anywhere. We
And
have a
it's
golf
good
tournament coming up.
Yeah,
of
and it's a
course.
good support system, too. I mean, you know, if you have a child with that, you need to talk to other people in the same
You
situation
do.
and how to navigate the
We
navigate
put
the world.
families with families.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We also teach teachers and doctors to teach teachers and doctors how to deal with people with disabilities. We do housing. We do everything for them we can. And a golf tournament isn't going to get a lot of people there to make money.
Oh, what?
It's
It's significant, though. Monday is the golf
it
tournament,
is.
correct?
Monday's and
Our own Teresa Priola will be there, right, sir?
Teresa's my co-host.
We got to make sure that she's off the beach by then.
Yes,
Right?
yes. If she doesn't get knocked down by a storm, she will be there on Monday. But it's at Brayburn and Purchase. If you can play, of course, anybody out there who can play, please come. But give extra money. Give what money you can, because this is a life support system. It really is. And it's, if the easiest way to remember it is UCPNYC.org.
Easy,
It's a simple
easy.
thing
So
to do.
even if you can't make it,
Right.
you can't play golf on Monday, you can donate.
Yes, you can.
Alan Kalter, what a voice you have, too. Huh?
Thank
Just
you,
beautiful.
sir. Appreciate that.
Did you go to like school to learn how to develop that voice? You don't hear those kind of voices.
My dad had this voice. My brother Gary has this voice. Everybody in the family has this voice. It was a little funny when my mother spoke, but this is what we got, and we lucked out.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Golden voice.
Thank you.
So nice to meet you in person.
Oh, what a
All the
pleasure to
best.
meet you,
Thank
too.
you so much.
Okay, great.
Maybe can you give us like an ending to our show? You gave us a nice beginning to the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Greg and Rosanna say, have a nice day.
Okay, I like that. It works.
Thanks, pal.
We appreciate it. Oh,
God.
What do you think of my dog?
so
Please.
This dog is up for adoption.
Yeah.
It's part of a doggy festival that's going on this weekend.
Yes.
And I know you know Joan Rivers. 2 of her dogs are going to be walking the green carpet
Oh,
for this
that's
dog
great.
fest. Isn't that great?
Oh, if you
So
wouldn't.
Joan lives on.
All right.
If you don't want this one, there's something wrong with you.
I know. So these dogs are up for adoption. We'll tell you all about them when we come back.